Posted October 11, 2017. 141,423. A free-flying, tantrum-throwing macaw has found his way home after a longer-than-expected adventure had him missing from his Sunshine Coast home for 27 hours. 2-year-old Kyber has been trained in free flight for more than a year, and when he headed off on Monday, Mum Courtney Lottie expected him to return after a couple of minutes. He went for a fly and just didn't come back. He's been flying here every day for 2 months and has come back within 2 minutes every time. Kyber has disappeared previously when learning to free fly, but he had always returned. This time Ms. Lottie suspected he had been chased by a predator. He's been in hawk chases before and he's much faster than them. He's got the skills to evade, but I think he would try to find something and someone to go to. After an agonizing 27 hours and spreading the word on social media, vets, Australia Zoo and the Sunshine Coast community, Ms. Lottie's cherished macaw found his way home last night. He turned up at our neighbor's place 2 houses over. He must have navigated his way back over the last day. Ms. Lottie has hand-raised Kyber since he was 12 weeks old and never clipped his wings. She has no regrets about raising him as a free flight bird. I've known a lot of people with clipped birds who've lost them and they've never got them back, and they assume it's because they can't get away from predators. If you see what he's like flying around, he makes all these happy squeals. He needs to get rid of that energy. To clip or not to clip? Kyber's 27-hour adventure has put the spotlight on the pros and cons of raising free-flying birds, particularly for macaws, which can range from $3,000 to $10,000. Avian trainer Brodie Murray, who set up Australia's first free-flight club Get Flocked, said it was a contentious issue, but growing in popularity. He estimated less than 3% of Australia's macaws were currently free-flight birds because of the associated risks and time commitment. When you start free-flying a bird, you can't stop, because if you stop it can cause them severe stress, and that can lead to depression, mental health issues and self-harm. Plucking. Which is why we see a lot of birds in captivity that are plucking. The common anomaly that I notice is that those pluckers don't tend to have flight. Plucking, a bird's version of self-harm, occurs when they pluck out all their feathers to the point of looking naked. In extreme cases of mental health or stress, they can mutilate their skin and cause an open wound, Mr. Murray said. Parrots are the only other animals which can suffer the mental health issues as people. So you can't just do free flight for a month, and if something in your life changes, then just decide, oh, we'll just keep him in a cage from now on, and do it sporadically. Mr. Murray said he talked more people out of free flying than into it, with macaws alone requiring up to 2 hours a day of hands-on training. What people don't tend to talk about is the time. It's such a massive commitment that I've even personally had to change my lifestyle. I now work from home to try and meet their needs. Ms. Lottie, who attributed Kyber's disappearance to a tantrum after he missed a weekend flight, agreed. I think he might have got a little bit annoyed and gone for a big fly and then got spooked by something. Come fly with me. For birds who do learn to free fly, spreading their wings in the animal's pivotal developmental phase was crucial. One of Mr. Murray's macaws, Roku, has helped about 30 birds, including Kyber, with maneuvers, tricks and staying safe. He's really social and really likes the younger birds, and he'll take them under his wing. He usually greets them and he'll say hello, especially if it's another macaw. He's very interested. In the air, Mr. Murray said Roku took the lead, laughed and giggled while the accompanying bird acquired confidence and new flight skills. I think it's called jinxing, where he will dart side to side and some of the birds will copy that, Mr. Murray said. But he said owners needed to weigh up the risks and time commitment with the physical benefits for the animal. A bird's lungs and everything else has been designed for flight, and without that flight they don't operate the way that they should, Mr. Murray said. When you look at the processes involved, the evidence and the research, them flying outdoors and then returning back to you is no more extraordinary than a dog being off the lead, because it's what they're designed to do. They've got more learning potential and more intelligence than a dog. It's just because it's not the social norm that people look at it with a lot of fear and negativity. Ms. Lottie, who smothered Kyber with cuddles after his return, said he expressed emotions and played like a puppy, but his capacity for mischief resembled that of a toddler. They're kind of Velcro birds. You can't really do anything if you've got one of them on you, because they want all the attention, basically, and he chucks tantrums. Topics: Birds, Animal Science, Kura Moore 4552.